Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Biswajit, your network trainer. So today I am back again with a new tutorial, Cisco SD-Access, where I will be explaining to you about the Cisco DNA Center GUI, so that how you can log into the Cisco DNA Center providing your user ID and password, right? So in my previous slide, I told you that I will be creating one more tutorial for the DNA Center, and I will let you know how you guys can access the DNA Center. And today I will be providing you the access, the username and password, so that you guys have the basic understanding about how the Cisco DNA Center GUI look like and what are the options that we have available there. Okay, and my recommendation is before you watch to this tutorial, kindly watch to my previous Cisco SD-Access tutorial, where you will get the understanding about the Cisco SD-Access, the fundamental about the Cisco SD-Access. So you have the proper foundation what Cisco SD-Access is all about, and then you watch to this video so that you have the proper understanding about the Cisco DNA Center, what exactly it is. Okay, and if you guys are new to my channel, then kindly subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon, so that from next time onwards, when I will be updating the new videos in my channel, you are the one who will be notified at first. Okay, so let's start. So guys, to know about the Cisco DNA Center, so this is an overview that I will give it to you now. So if you watch to my previous slide, you will have the more information about it. So Cisco DNA Center stands for Digital Network Architecture, and this is the complete, the infrastructure that we have. Okay, so I completely explain about the campus fabric, Cisco ICE and DNS Center, Cisco Epic EM and Cisco NDP in my previous slide. So please have a look to find out the more detail about this. Okay, but to just an overview, the Cisco Epic EM is nothing but this physical device. It is an controller. So through this controller we will be controlling the entire campus fabric. Okay, so I also explained about the campus fabric in my previous slide, so kindly watch my previous slide. You will be having understanding about the campus fabric. So by using this controller, which is Cisco Epic EM, this is a physical device, we will be handling entire campus network. And how we will access the Cisco Epic EM? So we will be accessing the Cisco Epic EM with the help of the DNS Center. Okay, so DNS Center is nothing but it's just like a GUI that we have. We have to log into the DNS Center, providing the user ID and password, and what are the command, or maybe what are the policies, what are the input that you will be inserting into the DNS Center. The DNS Center will be communicating with the Cisco Epic EM, and the Cisco Epic EM will be communicating with your campus fabric. Okay, so this is the all about the structure. Okay, so now I will be taking you to the web browser, where I will be accessing this website, and I will provide this user ID and the password. Okay, so let me see. So guys, this is the the URL that I have here. Okay, so if you would like to access this URL before you entering the ID and password, let me tell you how you can do it. You just need to copy this URL here and just paste it, okay, in the browser, and which will be asking you the user ID and the password here. So I must be login here, so that's why it is taking me to the dashboard. So once you will be accessing this URL, it will be asking you the user ID and password. Just enter the user ID and password, and you will get the complete information about this website. Okay, and this is the dashboard that we have once you log in. So here you will find all the details like health, what is the network health that you have here. So the network devices, health, and the wired client, wireless client. This is just a health checkup, which will give you an overview. This is a critical issues that if you have in your network since last 24 hours or maybe 48 hours, depending on your time frame that you select. And this will give you the more insight and trend, how your network were behaving since like 7 days or maybe 1 month. So here you will get all those information, and once you will scroll it down here, you will find that how many sites you have. Like if you have 10 sites, and if you have 15 sites and those sites are connected with your uh, HQ, so you will be finding those details here. How many devices you have configured in your network, this will give you and rough informations. What are the application policies that you have configured in your network, you will get all those information here. So network profile, images, Cisco DNA license, how many licenses you have. So this is the dashboard where you will get all those information, so that from here also you will get a look into your Cisco DNA. Okay, so guys, in Cisco DNA we have the four major options that we have available: design, policy, provision, and assurance. Okay, so we will look into one by one. So we will click on design, and let's see what are the options that we have. So once you will click on design, you will get this page here. Okay, so in design, this is the network settings that you have. So I will be explaining to you each settings one by one. So once you click the design, so you will get all these sites that you have, in your infrastructure. So let's say I have an office in St. John's, so you just need to click here. Okay, and which will let you know about it. Let's see. Okay, so this is the office that we have in St. John's, and this is the building number. So you just need to click here. So once you will click into this icon, which will give you the complete information about the buildings. Okay, how many buildings that you have in this infrastructure. Let's say your office is located in St. John's, and this is the infrastructure. Inside this infrastructure, inside your campus, how many buildings you have, you will get all those information. This is just a geographical information where you will get it. Okay, so now let's check the network settings. So we will click here in network. So once you will click in network, you will get all those information that you have configured and in your infrastructure, which is building 20 under St. John's. Okay, so this is the DHCP server. So you will be getting the DHCP information, and then the DNS domain name. So here you will find the domain name and the primary IP address of your DNS server, and this is a DHCP server that you can configure it here. And then if you would like to configure your syslog server, you can provide the IP address of your syslog servers. And then there's a time zone. Okay, so you can select the time zone depending on your country or maybe the region where you are. And this is the message of the day, so you can also select what banner message you would like to display to your colleague or maybe the websites. Okay, so these settings is all about. So here you will find the device credential, where you will be maintaining all the device credential that you have. Okay, so let's say you have created a network which is a test network and a username and password. So these are the credentials that you will be maintaining here for the building 20. Let's say this is a country, and in this country you have a location which is in St. John's, and this is your building. So in this building, the devices that you have in your infrastructure and the login credential for those devices you will be maintaining here. Okay, and this is the IP address pool, where this page will be displaying about the IP addresses that you have in your network configured. If you have the IP4 address, if you have the IP6 address, then this is the network display where you will find it everything. Okay, so if you would like to see only the IPv4 address, so you just need to click here, and which will display all the IP addresses that you have configured in your infrastructure. Okay, and this is the QoS settings. So this is just some QoS settings that you will be required to apply in your infrastructure, like with your service provider. So you just need to enter the profile name. I will let you know how you can create the profile name and your WAN provider, and what are the models that you would like to select. That we have the class 4, class 5, class 6, class 8. These are all models that you have to select for applying the QoS. And this is the wireless domain. So right now in this wireless domain, let me check if I get anything. Yes, so in this wireless domain you would like to create any SSID, like your wireless ID or maybe guest ID. You can, everything you can configure here. Okay, so previously if you wanted to create your wireless, maybe guest account or maybe your infrastructure wireless username and password, you have to do it in your Cisco WLC controller, but with the help of the SD-Access you can do it from here itself. So all the LAN and WLAN configuration can be done from here itself. Okay, and the next option we have here, the image repository. So this is the all the images that you have, uh, all of your devices that you have installed in your infrastructure. So you can also maintain the name of those images and the version of those images. So this is just like a database where you can maintain everything, which images is running in your infrastructure right now. Okay, and this is the network profile. So in network profile, so these are the profile that you have to create. So this profile again you will be applying with your uh, region, right? Like the switch profile. So let's say what are the options that we have here in switch profile. So if you create one switch profile and if you would like to see there, so this is the profile which is created. So device tag, and let's see the template. So this is just like a template editor. So through this you can also create a template for your infrastructure. Let's say for this region. Yes, so these are the all the templates that you have, the pre-configured template. You just need to you know uh, use those template and just push those templates from this SD-Access to your device. You don't need to configure everything. You just need to log into your DNA, and with the help of those predefined uh, template, you just need to fill it depending your requirement, and you can push it from here into your devices. So this template is all about. So we can see the other one also. Yes, so these are all templates. So if you go to the DMVPN for cloud router, so these are the all templates that you will be configuring. Like if we would like to configure DMVPN, and if we would like to configure the BGP, so these are the templates that you have for BGP. So you just need to log in here and providing your autonomous systems and the neighbor IP, remote AS, and from there you can push those template into your device. So this is quite easy. You don't need to write all those commands by yourself. So automatically it will be pushing from here into your devices. Okay, this is so easy nowadays. Okay, so let's see what are the other options that we have. So we check the design here. So we have checked the network, device credential, and then profile, wireless, image repository, and the network profile itself we have seen. So these are the profile that you can associate with your reason depending on your requirement. And this is the authentication templates that you have. These are the authentication, that how you would like to create the authentication template, how those template will be uh, using for authentication purpose. So these are templates that you can also use it from here. So now we have policy. So here you can see that I did not have the Cisco ICE configured yet, so you will not able to see the full the configuration about the Cisco ICE. but I can provide you the overview. So this is the policy. These are the policy that you will be implemented in your network. So we have the group based access control, IP based ACL access control, application traffic copy, and the virtual network. So guys, in group based, you know that you can put all your user under certain group, and you can create the policy based on the group. So this option you have to select it. And this is your IP based access control, where you have to create a certain ACL and you have to apply those ACL. And this is for the application purpose. What are the applications that you have in your network, and what are the priority, what are the policies that you would like to apply to your application based on the policy. So you have to do it from here. And this is the traffic copy. So in traffic copy, let's see what are the things we have in traffic copy. So right now we don't have anything in traffic copy. So this is the virtual network. So I think yes, so for this virtual network you required the integration with the Cisco ICE. So like these are the all virtual network option that you have auditor, you have BYOD. It means bring your own devices. So some of the companies are allowing their user to bring their own device and connect to the infrastructure. So you can manually define the certain policies that it should pass before his or her device to get connected with your infrastructure. So you can apply this. So these are the guest internet. So these are all the virtual network that you can create. So these are the options which will be visible once you will have this Cisco ICE integrated, right? So these are the provisions that we have. So let's check what are those. Yes, so these are the you know devices that you have in your infrastructure. Like router, you will be adding the router here, and the IP address and the support, if it is under support or not. These are the things you will be adding it here, and these are just like an information whether this device is reachable or not. You will get a complete information about it, like your MAC address and the image version, which version of the image is running in your devices, uptime. So this is the complete information about all the devices that you have. So this is just like an inventory. So the devices that you have in your infrastructure, which will give you the complete overview about the IP address, whether it is supported or not, and which side it has been implemented. So the you will get also the side information, whether this is reachable or not. You will also get the reachability. You will also get the MAC address, and you will also get here the device role, whether this is the access switch, whether it is a distribution switch, whether it's a core switch, or maybe the firewall. There's an image version. So all those information you will be getting it here itself. Okay, so for this, the Cisco DNA is getting integrated with with your the tools, the monitoring tools that we have. So from there we will be getting all those inputs, and these inputs are showing it here in the readable format. And this everything is done by the machine learning. Okay, and you'll also get the assurance here, and this will tell you how health is your network, how healthy is your network. So you'll get all those information here. So you may know about the monitoring tool that we have, the Orion, as well as the the other like the SolarWind, where those GUI tell us about the health of our network. It may be the wired client or it may be the wireless client. So this is something same. So you will get all the devices here, router, core, distribution access, and what are the health of your devices. So these are the all informations. Okay, so guys, this is just an overview. So you can access to this website providing the user ID and password, and you will get the more informations about it, and you'll have an hands-on experience how this Cisco DNA center looks like, so that you have at least an image in your mind that how this Cisco DNA center looks like. Okay, so that in your infrastructure you can design your SD-Access accordingly, right? So this is an introductions about the Cisco DNA, and I will be providing this link and the user ID and password just below section. You just need to use the user ID and password. In addition to that, I will also provide the link of my first tutorial which I have created about the Cisco SD-Access, so that you have the proper foundations about it. Okay, so please go through it, and if you have any questions, if you have any comments, so you can certainly a comment below so that I can get back to you. Okay, so thank you guys, and I will be updating more videos on Cisco SD-Access. So please watch to those videos so that you will have the foundation as well as you have the proper knowledge about the Cisco SD-Access. Okay, great. Thank you so much, guys.